Hey folks, thanks for jumping on. Doc will be coming up really in about a minute or so um, for pregame for the Kings. Just a programming note: we are going to have a pregame show tonight. I think starting at 9:30 Eastern. I'll be on that. Justin will be on that. I don't know who else is planning, um, but we will see you for that. Hopefully. I'm really just going to jump on, share the Doc Rivers availability, and jump off, and then we'll see you later. I don't think we have a full watch party for the game tonight. Um, Midweek, West Coast, that kind of thing. So just hang on. He'll be here any minute. Let me just share my screen. All right, you'll hear him and see him as soon as he comes. Looks like the camera's set up, so it's just a matter of him sitting down, and we'll start talking. Here he comes.
Okay, Robbie. Can you hear us? Nice. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to run it from here. Keith Pompey, if you have a question, would you like to start us off?
Yes, I do. What's up, Doc? How you doing, man?
What's up, Keith?
What's up? Doc, a question for you. I know that you guys came out here on, what was it, Sunday? Is there like a study that you see that if you come out, like, I guess, going from coast to coast a day in advance, that it helps the players out or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, that's what all the experts have told us. I don't know if it shows in wins or losses yet or anything like that. But definitely an extra night sleep in a time zone, getting off a 6-hour plane flight, having a practice. Yesterday, it was a real practice instead of a practice where you have to practice quick and jump on a plane for 6 hours. So a lot of benefits to it, So, yeah, I was happy that we did it.
What do you see in this Kings team and De'Aaron Fox in particular? I mean, he seems to really be having a great season thus far.
They're a good team. I mean, they play with a great pace. Fox is the head of the snake, obviously, but Buddy Hield applies a lot of pressure offensively too. Harrison Barnes, Halliburton, the rookie. I mean, they're a solid basketball team. They can really put points on the board. They're 7-1 in their last 8 games, and defensively is where they made their biggest run. To me, the biggest change in the last 8 games is defense and then offensive rebounds. So we have to keep them out of the glass, have to try to keep them out of transition, even though that's easier said than done with Fox on the other team. Then we have to keep them off the early 3-point line. So those are the things that we're focused on.
Thanks, Doc.
Next up, Brian Seltzy. Brian, go ahead.
Hey, Doc. Slightly divergent question. G League season for you guys starts on Thursday. How do you view that franchise as a development tool for you? And then what level of communication have you been keeping and plan to keep with the staff there?
Yeah, I think it's very important. Obviously, with COVID this year, especially for new incoming coaches, it made it very difficult. because in most cases we would have had Connor and his own staff with us at training camp. They could have watched what we're doing. This year we couldn't have them in the building. So, only from Zoom could he actually, talk to us, see what we're doing. And so, we keep in contact. I let Connor do his job, you know what I mean? But they're going to run more stuff that we run.
Next up, Rich Hoffman.
Hey, Doc, when you have a player like Matisse who's contributing so much on the defensive end, but perhaps could show a little bit more on offense, what's the balance you'd like to see from him as a coach?
Just keep playing defense, and keep working on your offense. I mean, that's all you can do. I'm not going to just say, Matisse, we need more offense, and then he become a better offensive player. He's a second-year player. He's working on all the weaknesses that we see. For me, he needs to improve being a spot-up jump shooter, a straight-line attack driver, and just keep it simple. Really, when you can play defense like that, you can niche out an amazing career for yourself.
Mark Jones and then Kai Carlin. Mark, go ahead.
Hey, Doc. Good to see you, man.
Jonesy, what's up, man?
Man, you were my first interview ever in TV back in 1988. I feel like I'm just following you all over the planet. You all right with
that? You look
that?
a lot younger than me, so I should have went into TV. Jeez.
Hey, Joe's had a real dominant year just looking at the numbers. When you unpack it a little bit, where is his dominance really begin? I'm looking at the numbers. I see he's hitting a lot of his mid-range jump shots and doing work all the way out to the three-point line. Where do you begin to parse that?
That's a good one, Mark. I think, taking a job and looking at Joel, we wanted him to be good at all three. There was a lot of, talk about him taking too many threes, taking too many jump shots. And the more I watched him, I said, well, he's good at it. Why would we take that away? But let's get him on the post as well. His mid-range ability, to me, is what sets up a lot of his game, though. As good as he is, he's dominant on the post, and we want to keep him down there. But his ability to face the basket makes him almost unguardable down there. And we like putting him in different spots.
Great. Take one more here. Kai Carlin, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, just to kind of piggyback off of Brian's question about the Blue Coats, do you have any plan for Paul Reed down there? Like, have you talked to Connor and be like, okay, this is what I want Paul to work on, like any specific things?
Not really. I just think Paul is a raw athlete, and I just want him to play, just go play basketball. I think we need to watch Paul a lot more before we decide on what he needs to do. So for us, what we told Connor is just do what you see, let him play, coach him, make sure he understands the discipline of execution on both ends of the floor, because that's what a lot of the raw athletes, they come in and they're just running wild, and we don't want them that. We want them to be understand the discipline of execution, and that's what we expect.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, take care.
All right, there you have it. We'll be back in less than an hour, about 52 minutes with pregame. We will see you then. Appreciate everyone who hung out.